Hi there, folks. It is Equinox Update Day, and today we're going to take a look at the patch notes first. I will be streaming this later, but for right now, we're going to read through these patch notes. We're going to see what they say, what to expect. I know a lot of what's already in here, so I am excited, getting ready to go. Apologize if you just heard me move my mic. I was sitting down way too low. So let's take a look at our Equinox patch notes. Patch 14, Chapter 4, the Palomino Coat, Crown Chase multiplayer events, and more. Our biggest patch yet brings a brand new story chapter, multiplayer events, and tons of improvements. Our biggest patch and third content update is out now. This update brings you a new chapter release, our first additional horse color, a multiplayer event, and a whole lot more. Read the patch notes or watch our release overview to learn what new features have arrived to Alderwood. I will have this video linked into the description below. I will also try to remember to put it either at the end of this video or I will put it in a little card thingy if I remember. That's the fun part, if I remember. All right, new content. Chapter 4, get closer to uncovering the truth as you and the gang track down a promising lead. Come face to face with an unsettling secret in the dark. New quest content. This update brings a new batch of quests for you to experience. In total, 7 main quests, 7 side quests, 12 new weeklies added to the pool. That sounds fun. New multiplayer event, Crown Chase. Capture the crown and keep it away from others in our multiplayer event. Join via your phone at designated times to hop into a server-wide game with others across 2 locations. Lighthouse Isle. Our largest arena lets you play keep away in a breathtakingly beautiful isle by the lighthouse. This area is full of fun strategies. Will you lead folks on a merry chase down the beach or ascend to the peak? Equestrian Center Riding Ring. The smaller arena using the Equestrian Center. The smaller arena using the Equestrian Center. Okay, the phrasing's a little awkward and my throat is very sore because I streamed quite a bit. With 3 crowns total to keep, this version of Crown Chase is about using clever turns, fake outs, and situational awareness to keep the crown. Apologies. New vendor, Danny's Token Trade. Participating in Crown Chase awards you with tokens. You can use these at Danny's new store to get cosmetics like turtlenecks, toques, leg wraps, and more. New Palomino Horse. This update brings the ability to purchase and own multiple horses. Our Palomino Dutch Warmblood has now been added to the game. Purchasing this horse pack also unlocks the cream mane and tail and color the cream mane and tail color as a customization at the stylist in the barn. Premium Shop. You're testing our premium shop. You can access this menu by pressing escape and selecting shop. Currently, our Palomino horse pack is the only available item. New race, Mine Climb. This new race begins at the foothills of the mine. Players will race up the mountain, through the winding paths and jumping obstacles. New Ride Island. 5 Sisters Island. Take a trip out to this island, renowned for its 5 mysterious megaliths. Land by the beach, pick your way through the forest, ascend the crescent hill, and admire the rocky cliffed coastline. Obstacle course. Compete together in an obstacle course. Thank you to our Discord community for providing excellent object suggestions. That was a fun thread to look through. Player profile customization. Players can now customize their phone avatar, background color, banner pattern, and pattern color. Early access frame. As supporters of our early access launch, you get an exclusive frame. That sounds cool. I'll check this out later. Quality of life improvements. Faction rewards, teleport locations. We heard your suggestions for more fast travel points, so this patch introduces more of them. Thank God. Upon reaching level 5, you will unlock the ability to purchase a new fast travel point. The following locations are available as faction rewards: the Fishing Village, the Horse Rehab Center, Old Williams Orchard, and Wendy's Tack Shop. Stable menu. This new menu is where you can manage all of your current and future owned horses. Access the menu inside your player barn by interacting with the stable plaque. Horse overview. Here you'll be able to quickly examine each horse's stats, level, needs, and more information. Change their appearance. By selecting the stylist option from the stable menu, you'll be able to adjust your horse's markings, mane style, mane color, and more. Stall and pasture management. Decide on which stall to place your horse in or whether to send them out to enjoy the pasture. Rename horses. You can now rename your horse whenever you like, which is great because sometimes I pick a name that I'm like, you know what? I don't like that name. And my only other option so far had been to restart. Customization options. We've added our first batch of new mane styles and colors. You can purchase these in the Horse Stylist menu. Mane colors. You can now choose your horse's mane and tail color. This patch introduces the dark brown, blue, and sunrise options. I've seen the blue. It's pretty cute. Mane styles. Our mane hunter braid and tail hunter braid lets your horse sport a new braided look. Wavy pony style. The player has a new hairstyle too. Our wavy pony is available at the stylist in downtown Alderwood. Chat safety. We've implemented improvements to safeguard our players in-game. Remember, if you see online misbehavior, you can report players by right-clicking their message in chat and filling out the form. I don't look at chat very often, in part because if I'm streaming I'm on a different server, or if I am playing, I will be on just a server that's pretty much empty. Or I will have up the club's chat, because that keeps me from seeing stuff in general chat too. Farrier upgrading system rework. We've changed how the item upgrade system works at the farrier. All items start at 0 stars, with a single stat receiving a plus 40 bonus. Items can be upgraded to a total of 5 stars. After each star upgrade, your item will gain a bonus to a random stat. Players can now reset items at the farrier. Note that the resources used and stats earned in previous upgrades are lost upon resetting. Already upgraded your items? When you log in, your items will appear as if they were level 0. Please proceed to the farrier and upgrade your items to restore them to their previous level. This reset is free, but please note you may need the money in your inventory before you can select the option. I'm not sure how I feel about this, honestly. I like the idea of seeing what the stats are and knowing what they're going to be. But that's my data brain saying that that's what I like, and some people might like the random aspect. I'm not too keen on it. I kind of prefer the idea of knowing exactly what you're going to get. And I get that it can be something that some people like I said, I get some people would like it, but I'm just, I'm not sure about it, but we'll see. I'll give it a shot and we shall see. Because I do have a lot of gear that is upgraded. But it was always nice to be able to see what the gear upgrade was, what I would get, and to know that if I was looking at the base stats, what it would give me, for the future. Art polish. We are always working on optimizing the game, incrementally improving performance, and polishing our art. Here are some of the larger changes coming in this update. The lighthouse beacon. The lighthouse has been repaired. Now at night, you can see the beacon cutting through the dark. That's fun. That's fun. I appreciate that. Set dressing. Several locations around the island have been improved and spruced up such as the Landor's Farm, the Writing Field by the Player Barn, Old Williams, the Chin's Home, and more. Various art bugs. We fixed a variety of minor cosmetic issues such as Model Z fighting, which this has been hilarious. You'll sometimes see somebody and they'll be like under their horse, or they'll be like above their horse or behind. It's hilarious. Texture problems, lighting complexity, and more. In inventory, you can now sort your gear by star level, name, and stats. That I do like. I really like that. I like being able to sort things to know what it looks like, which maybe if I want to upgrade something, I need to know like where it is, but again, that kind of falls to that kind of goes to the data brain, the data brain like stuff like that. And our bug fixes. And this is not all of the bug fixes. There are things always that they don't include on here, and there's stuff that they do in between patches, obviously. The big patches. Continue to improve Alderwood Island's nav mesh to stop inappropriate jumping and help prevent players from becoming stuck. A camera bug that appeared to cause both your horse and your screen to tilt erratically has been fixed. The last time that I streamed the game, this was something that showed up at the end of the stream, and I spent a couple of weeks trying to figure out like what was causing it and where it was from, because some folks were having the camera tilt. With me, I didn't have the camera tilt to begin with. I had just the horse tilting, but going back through and playing again, I could trigger it pretty regularly. We have implemented a bug fix to reduce the likelihood of horses gliding away from players who have entered into dialogue. This is what would happen when you would sometimes walk up to an NPC and you would still be on your horse and just talk, and while you were moving, talk to the NPC. You would automatically dismount, your horse would just keep walking away. I think I have that on stream a couple of times too. Fix an issue that prevented players from being unable to remove their own personal waypoint markers. How good. Because I keep doing that on accident, and then I'm like, this is annoying as fuck. But now I can fix it. Fix an issue where male voiceover did not trigger during specific cutscenes. That's nice. I haven't played with a male character yet. I should just say everything for the completion aspect of it, but I keep forgetting. Fixed a bug that caused shadows to flash and display strange artifacts when set to medium quality. That's nice because, yeah, I tend to play on a selection of like high and medium when I'm streaming. So sometimes we would see weird little shadow bugs. Horses now spawn on the ground after summoning them with H instead of slightly hovering over it. I think that is also related to the camera bug. Because the way that your horse was sitting seemed to be where it last was, when you summoned it, it then became, or like if a dialogue brought your horse to you, that seemed to be something that affected it. Like affected how your horse was standing when it was on, like if you were on flat ground, your horse was someplace where their front hooves were higher than their back hooves. When you summoned your horse, or the dialogue menu summoned your horse would come over and your horse would be tilted upwards, just hovering. But it was fine once you mounted the horse. Where'd it go? A small subsection of players were blocked from finishing Amulet Hut. This patch introduces a new fix that will allow affected players to finish the quest. I'm not sure what this one was. I think I saw something about it, but I don't quite remember. Fix a typo in Teresa's daily delivery. The dialogue now correctly references eagle feathers, which is good because it is one thing we noticed. Fixed a bug that prevented splash water effects in areas by the swamp and Samurai Islands. Adjusted select street lights from appearing too harsh and overexposed, which is great because sometimes you would just be standing there and you would move your camera and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I have ascended to heaven, I guess. It's so bright. Adjusted select street lights from appearing too harsh and overexposed. So I just said that one. Fixed an issue that prevented certain strings from displaying proper locations. or localizations. Resolved a problem that caused selected decals to appear broken. Rose matter is no longer partially floating. I did notice this one as well. It wasn't so much that it was floating, but there was it looked like a level of detail bug at the bottom of the manor that made this bottom part of it disappear unless you were right up against the manor. And continue to improve camera angles during dialogue with NPCs such as Harry Bell, Old William, Kathy, and more. So we had a whole lot of stuff, and I don't think I'm going to stream today, but I will tomorrow. And what I will do tomorrow is I'm going to get probably my main account to the end of chapter 3 today. And when I stream tomorrow, we will stream starting at chapter 4. So this is going to be fun, and I look forward to it. So there has been your read through of the patch notes. Again, I will have the video that they posted right here. I will have this link in this video description. And yeah, I think that's just about it. You folks have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful evening. Have fun riding around Alderwood. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.